Brand friendly bitch. Brand friendly bitch.
Give me some.
Brand friendly bitch. Influence brand friendly bitch.
Madon's finesse it in Sweden. Sweden. Us man are down in the DM. Down in the DMs. Madon's finesse it in Sweden. Sweden. Feel it up with no feeling.
Hello! It's Friday! You're probably thinking, what the hell is going on? But like, due to popular demand of the Copper fam, we are here for the second time this week. Obviously, if you like the show, we'll carry on. If you don't, well, then we'll go back to the Mondays only. But I'm Poet, and this is Vuj, and this is Friday. It's Friday. Oh, the Friday show. But guys, look, anyway, this is football, so we're here to talk about football as always. And then Kay Walks' Friday comments below, yes please. Andrea LDG, always want more comments below, podcast next show week, anything I can get. Friday surely has to be about Champions League. Friday show, I want to see a recap of what you guys thought about the European games, European Cup games, also preview for the weekend. Fine.
Wow.
Friday show, Champions League and Europa League, wrap along with what you guys are looking forward to most in the upcoming weekend. Also gives a cheeky shout out to random clubs somewhere around the world to gas up all their fans who are outside the top 5 leagues. That's not too shabby. But look, that's it. We're going to obviously improvise as we go along, but it will be about what's happened in the European football, what's going to happen on the weekend, and also some random banter which we might throw in throughout the show.
Lit.
And we start with Barcelona, pretty convincingly beating Spurs.
What a great game of football.
Great game of football, isn't it?
I think Arthur, that little 21, 22-year-old Brazilian in the middle of the park, was an absolute pleasure to watch. It was a joy to watch Arthur in the middle of the park. Do you know what Messi played like? You know that guy in your school?
The sick guy.
The sick guy. He's the one that like, he
and he's
comes
not even
late.
popular.
He's not popular. He comes late,
He's
he's a bit
just
scruffy.
hard.
And they're like, oh, I've got him. And he doesn't even have a position.
Yeah,
he
he
just
just
picks up the
makes
ball
everywhere.
wherever. Oh, man.
What a goal that Rakitic as well.
Oh, my God.
Squeeze my nipples and call me nipple. It's wild, isn't it?
No, but even Messi's first goal, yeah?
Wild.
No, all the goals were good. Coutinho's finish, I understand Lloris went to the sweet shot, but you see when Coutinho picks up the ball, that gap that he knocks it in, bro, there was nowhere else. Sometimes I think in a past life, I was a Liverpool fan, because all I keep thinking now is, imagine Coutinho was in front of them three.
But I mean, look, looking at the game though, I like that Spurs tried to come back. It was nice. It was like, yeah, you know, when you're watching, you're like, yeah, 3-2, yeah, you're going to do it.
Make it.
Yeah. It's like they just scored another great goal. Another great finish to Messi as well, when Suarez dummies it and it just trickles in. They just passed it through. The way they play football is just like, it's like caipirinha. Not caipirinha. Capoeira. Not caipirinha. Jesus. Just Tottenham.
Lovely.
Outclassed. But they did obviously lose the first game as well against Inter Milan. It's going to be tough for them in that group. It seems like they're not going to make it through so far. And PSV looks strong as well.
I feel sorry for Spurs. They had so many key players out, man.
And their stadium's finished in 2020. For them, soon the decline's coming.
Do you know what, Pochettino?
There's only so much you can depend on Harry Kane and Dele Alli and Pochettino.
I think Pochettino realised last night he made a bit of a mistake not signing anyone.
Yeah, because look, bruv, you've got like 5 injured players.
The last thing I will say is Ellie was there, which was incredible.
Amazing.
So he got to witness the 2 dummies. How Justin Timberlake does your team have to be for you to do not 1, but 2 dummies and just know Messi's going to be there? Like it's just weird. Yeah. That level of football.
I think they live together. Mm-hmm. They know what they're doing. They just make it all work. And then it's just as I said, it's a caipirinha.
No, it's not caipirinha.
Them man are fucking jiu-jitsu caipirinha. They're yoga in the morning. Bro, amazing. So I have to give it to Barcelona. Great performance. Shout out Elliot, who's there with his lads, all the Brexit boys. Look at him. Ellie was there with the Brexit boys. And leave your comments below about obviously issues at Tottenham. And are Barcelona caipirinha or capoeira? Hit us up with a comment below. We are the best football analysis show in the world, bro. 100%. Yeah. And Napoli against Liverpool. 1-0 to Napoli. And Life on Prep says, Salah has won less goal than this time last season. He is involved, creating chances, not shying away from the ball. I'm not worried. There's just too much being made of this. Whereas when is this Kane? They said he's tired. Give it a rest. Patrick Mabia, commenting on the games on Wednesday. I think it was about time burst the lunacy bubble people are living in. We exposed him twice last week. Still, they were still living in denial. Now, what have you got to say, Vuj?
I feel like Patrick sat down and waited for this first defeat just so he can say it.
Patrick was waiting for that comment, which I understand. But looking at us though, Napoli are tough side to play against. And if we're going to lose a game, I'm happy to lose this one.
In the last minute?
Last minute. You know, it's a good finish. They press, they play good football. They're so tight. They're hard to break down. I think they played like Maksimovic as a centre-back, as a left-back. Like they had like 7 centre-backs on. They wanted to stop us, and they did. and they got a nice little goal. And they have enough quality up front to get a goal. So
Insigne, you know how I love this guy. I had to make a decision. It was very hard for me. Do I watch the Messi or do I watch Napoli versus Liverpool? And I kind of think I made the right decision. I would much prefer to watch Liverpool win.
it was always going to be a tight game.
Yeah, of course.
Always.
And there's no shame in going to Napoli and losing 1-0. Like, going back to Patrick's comment, let's also take into consideration Liverpool have played 4 tough games this season. We're in October. They've played Paris Saint-Germain, Napoli and Chelsea twice. Listen, Liverpool, well done, man. They're going to qualify in that group. It's a minor blip. They'll be fine.
But let's move on anyway. Bayern Ajax, we were actually there.
Yeah, should we take a look at some of our little scenes throughout the game?
And actually, leave your comments about Liverpool, obviously, what you think, and are we stumbling? Is it the end of Salah? Is it the demise? Is it over forever? Are we never going to make top 4 again?
Sound like a tabloid.
God. Liverpool, die, death, it's over. Fear. And influencing. So, guys, I don't know what they're going to use, obviously, in the edit, but check this out. Oh, guten Tag, how are you? We made it, even though I forgot my passport earlier. We are here at the Allianz Arena. These are the champions. Yo, shout out Adidas, obviously bringing us for basically 2-2s, yeah. Ajax was sick.
They were
Ajax
really
should
good.
have won 5-1. Guys, I'm sorry, if you know more about Ajax, please do teach
Their
us.
fullback, like 19, the guy that scored.
Bro, like obviously Bayern, first squatter out, you're thinking this is going to be comprehensive.
Yeah.
Like, it should be quite an easy win. Ajax showed
Went
so
mad.
much confidence. I don't know how are they so confident?
I'm going back to Dutch football. Where's my glasses?
No, we have to. We have to.
I've lost my glasses.
It's okay, you'll be fine then later. Ajax was so good, it made no sense to me, I'm sorry.
I honestly believe that I need to start watching Dutch football because that level of the quality of the game, the young players. I thought Ajax were sort of dead and buried when it came to young talent, but what a fool I was, man. And their fans gave it a go. The Johan Cruyff flag in the corner, singing throughout the game.
But yeah, it should have been a win for Ajax. Shout out to the guys smoking cigars in the stadium.
Beside us.
Like, it was a nice experience to see how the Germans actually just do it. Well, leave the comments below about that. But anyway, Hoffenheim, Man City. We're actually watching that.
Yeah.
Pranit Bias, Hoffenheim giving City a tough time. Right.
I think they were really rigid and didn't really want them to...
But they gave them a tough time. They scored early on.
They did.
Man City showed some defensive frailties. Silva wins it in the 87th. But City dominated, of course.
The win was silly though. Like that defensive mistake is mad childish.
Yeah.
That is a very childish error.
Yeah.
You can't hold the ball in the box like that. So it's like you can't do that against quality opposition. David Silva.
But I was still, nonetheless, I was impressed with Hoffenheim. I think they played some good football.
Yeah, it's good to see Reece
Of
Nelson
course, City
as well.
quality gap is very high, but Hoffenheim played some good passing football when they got the ball. They tried to control the game. They tried to keep it on the floor. And I respect that. It wasn't just like fucking Route 1 football where they just bash it fucking over the striker clearing it frantically. There was a bit of finesse about them.
Yeah.
But the quality showed in the end, and Man City won, which, to be fair, they deserved. But I was at PSG Red Star. I went to 3 games in 3 days.
Incredible.
Fucking knackered though, ain't I? But this was the second game I went to, and here's a little insert.
What just happened?
1 win, 5-1! Yes! 5-1! Paris demolished us.
Fam, can I say one thing?
Demolished.
How nice was it to watch the embarrassment of that player at the back for Red Star by Neymar, when Neymar stood there, one little with the right through his legs.
Demolished us.
I love Neymar so
The
much.
2 free kicks. The domination. However, I've never celebrated. At 5-0, when we get that one, I've never celebrated a loss, like a consolation goal more in my life. The celebrations were mad. It was as if it was 1-1. You see it on TV. So many Serbs in the stadium.
That's good.
Because it was the first obviously Champions League goal
Come
since
on.
like 1991, 92. So people are very happy. I was quite happy. The adrenaline lasted. I was sitting with the Paris fans. They all looked at me and then it kind of went, it was done. But it was fun. It was fun. It was a good experience. But PSG, class-wise, and then they played their first team. I think that was disrespectful. I thought it was 7 how many goals went in.
Did you?
Yeah, bruv.
You fucked with your head, fam. You was like, this
But I
is too
just
much
thought
for
it was 7 goals. Like the way they fucked us was wild. Shout out, obviously, PSG. It was a good game to watch. I enjoyed it. And they deserved it.
But let's go on to something that means a lot to me, is really close to my heart. I feel I've also contributed to the demise of this one individual. It's Manchester United versus Valencia. We actually watched that game on a laptop as well whilst we were watching.
We watched a lot of football this week.
Watched a lot of football.
We're actually doing our job properly for once.
Yeah, but I'm really enjoying
Guys,
this.
for once, we're actually football analysis expertise. Please don't remove Mourinho. We are having a blast of comedy mank.
Can I just say, yeah, a lot of you Manchester United fans have really got on me and Vuj for a long period of time and saying that we don't like you. But now it's got to the point where you don't like yourselves. Now what do? I don't even feel like saying anything bad about you now. Because you've come to the reality and you understood all the things me and Vuj were just trying to communicate to you guys. This is really bad. We foresaw this time ago.
We saw it time ago.
Time ago.
We did see it time ago. How do they think this is going to be fixed?
The thing is, Man United are probably like Arsenal. We're just taking it game by game. We don't have the mentality of Liverpool, Man City.
Where is that going?
But as I'm saying to you, they're not thinking long term. They're just thinking, let's get over the next game. And if they get over the next game, then it's like Mourinho's right. And if they don't get over the next game, it's like get Mourinho out.
Well, obviously, leave comments about United. We think it's an absolute
Mess.
joke. Absolute joke. Tell us what you think. Should we get rid of Mourinho? Moving on though, Europa League. Obviously, good old Europa League was on, as we do.
Europa League. Europa. Sorry, yeah, it was 3-0. We were terrible, but we won. Smith Rowe getting his first goal.
Scored.
Everyone getting their first goal for the club. Little Doozy Vert scored as well at the end.
This is what Hector Bellerin had to say. We interviewed him on the channel.
Yeah, after a year, I was like, yo, Bomba Club, what you saying?
Mad. We got Hector Bellerin.
We did interview him. It's a really fucking good interview.
It's really good.
Disgraceful that it only has 75,000 views. But what can I do? You guys prefer watching fucking boxing rather than football, so not my problem. Leave your comments below. Let us know what you think about Arsenal. Chelsea, I was at this game actually. Bruv, we're doing our job. We're doing our job. That game was not great, I have to admit. But shout out to my guy, Tom 04. He invited me to the game. He's a really nice guy. He watches us, and he says that people in Barbados watch us.
What?
I was like, bro, what are you talking about? Chelsea, easy win. But Mulvidi had a few chances, a nice little chance right
I heard
at
the back that Chelsea were poor.
Chelsea were pretty bad. Honestly, could have had nearly had a penalty. We move on. And tonight, there is a game. Brighton against West Ham. Will Arnautovic score again? I'm guessing he's going to wear your boots.
What, today? Oh, I'm watching that. Go on! Bellerin's still wearing the boots.
There you go. I think he'll wear them though.
Don't say that. Don't gas me.
I think he'll score 2. I think West Ham win that 3-1. Gas me! I think West Ham win that 3-1. Burnley, Huddersfield. Great game there. I reckon 1-0 Burnley.
Burnley played well last game, to be fair. Hud are under the demise. You're not getting relegated. I'll give Burnley a little clean 2-0 there.
2-0 for Burnley. Crystal Palace, Wolverhampton. Ooh.
I like Palace, but
so
I
do
really
I.
like Wolves,
but
though.
Wolves technically, Moutinho and Amanda.
Palace got scored last game. It could be a little 2-1,
I reckon 2-2. Leicester, Everton.
Everton are trash, man. They couldn't even beat us. Leicester City at home. Let's go for a 1-1.
1-1. I'm going to go for 2-1 Leicester. Tottenham, Cardiff. It's the easy one here. I'm sorry. Cardiff definitely looks like they're going down. Tottenham, 3-0. Watford, Bournemouth.
I'll go for another Watford win.
Yeah.
Maybe a 3.
I'm going 2-0. Man U, Newcastle.
Fuck about,
They should win that though.
I mean, Newcastle are terrible.
Terrible.
But Man United are in a terrible place.
I think United win it though. 2-0.
I'm going for another 0-0.
Oh no, that's horrible. Against Newcastle.
They got 0-0 against Valencia. Do you know who played for Valencia?
Let's say he loses.
Paulista and Coughlin.
Newcastle win. Will he get fired? No.
He has to, what do you have to do to get fired?
for?
He's almost asking to get fired.
That's Super Saturday. But now, Super Sunday looks good though. Fulham, Arsenal.
I don't want to say.
Why?
I never say on Arsenal games.
All right, 3-2.
8 in a row though.
3-2 Arsenal.
I like that. I like that. You reckon so?
Yeah, 3-2 Arsenal. Southampton, Chelsea.
Oh, Southampton are going to get work.
Working it.
They're going to get a 3-4. They're going to get that work.
You reckon?
Chelsea are going to give them that work.
I reckon 4-1 Chelsea. But the next game is the big game.
Oh!
Lewis Flanagan says Liverpool 3, Man City 1.
3-2.
I have absolutely no idea what's going to happen.
It's going to be mad.
Like the way it's going, I'm just going to say 2-0 City.
I think a lot of that has to do with the midweek games.
The game
As
week.
you beat Napoli, you would have had that momentum in you.
Yeah.
But I just think it's Klopp. It's early in the season and losing to Napoli is not that bad. Man City know that if they ever had a bogey side, their name's Liverpool. Man City are not going into this game happy. I'll tell you what. I'll be surprised if Man City walk away with a win.
For me, this decides the league. If Liverpool win, will they be favourites for the league?
This is what's so mad about my mind. I'm like, yeah, Man City are going to win the league. But then there's a part of me that just says Klopp, glasses, crazy fans, history, Mo Salah taking that team through the promised land, despite everything that's happened. I'm scared of Liverpool, terrified.
I'm mad thing. If Man City win, they're favourites. If we win, we're favourites. I think that's literally, this is a game which, I know it's so early.
No, but I hear you.
From the first game day, I said, every game's a cup final in the Prem.
Agreed.
Guys, this game is going to be an absolute bombshell. I have no clue. Poet seems like he's saying Liverpool.
Yeah.
What do you guys reckon? Does Klopp outdo Pep again? Are we their bogey side? Does this decide the title, even though it's so early on? It's been a pleasure. We kept it very football-centric. But leave any comments below also in what you'd like to see on the show. Would you like to see different people on it? Would you like it to be a podcast? I'd still think there's space for a bit of a longer format show. But yes, leave your comments below. Let us know, obviously, everything that we've spoken about as well. And, as always...
Before you have a nice day, also, write all of the predictions that me and Vuj put down and compare them to the actual results that happen. And we can just see how we did next weekend.
Oh, we can do that ourselves. That's laziness.
No, but if someone else does it for you, it's like I can clean my house, but I've got a cleaner.
Fair enough.
Have a nice.
Love you guys.